Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Meister Tarot. I'm Libby. What I wanted to okay, that was enough American politics for the week. What I want to have a look at today is the what's going on in Ukraine with NATO and oh God, excuse my notes. A lot to cover, but what I really want to look at is the peace deal, and I want to look at Russia's initial intentions, because what's happening now is that Putin is, I won't say backing down, he is stepping back, claiming that what appears to have been the initial aim of the Russian invasion was not his initial aim. Obviously, we don't know for sure, but he's changed now. He's changed his tune basically now from taking over the whole country to wanting the disputed territories, including in the west of Ukraine. I don't know what the disputed territories are over there. Perhaps someone can inform me on that. But he's very keen to take the area around Mariupol, which is being basically levelled. I don't know that they will ever be able to rebuild, and there's no way the loss of life can be replaced. But what I was told very clearly was that he is after that particular area to protect Crimea. Now, if you have a look at the map, you'll see that Russia is up the top, Ukraine is there, Crimea is a peninsula off Ukraine. So even though Russia has, via military force, taken Ukraine to become part of Russia. Now, feel free, I did a video on this several weeks ago on Crimea itself. Please go back and have a look. The people of Crimea do not want to be part of Russia. The majority of people do not want to be part of Russia. They were taken over in the same way as Belarus, in that a puppet government was installed and then the Russian military just went in and said, "You're coming with us." And once Putin is gone, I have seen that both Crimea and Belarus will separate back from Russia. So hopefully that comes to pass, and the messages that I got in regards to that is what the people on the ground of those two countries want. So they're after the Mariupol coastal area between Russia and Crimea, to the seaports to protect Crimea. Now, what I was also very clearly told was that the generals, or whomever is further up the ranks closer to Putin, they've had enough. They are completely fed up with putting the troops on the line just to be killed. Is basically, they're just cannon fodder. What's happened is that the invasion by Russia has bogged down. The country is warming. The tanks are ineffective. Ukraine's army apparently has more tanks now than when the invasion started. So Russia is ineffective, and they are literally. The vision that came to mind when I was very clearly told this message was of, if you think back to World War I with the trenches, when they literally just sent the boys over the parapet of the trenches and they were literally just mowed down. And that's what the military leadership, that's how they are viewing what is happening at the moment, and it's not modern warfare. This is warfare from 50, 60, 70 years ago that's currently underway, of sort of flatten the city and indiscriminately and feed the young troops to the cannon fire. So it's not what the brass are wanting, and I believe they've killed something like 7 or 8 major generals, not including colonels and lesser ranks. So they're over it. So I'll have a look at a few things today. First of all, I'm going to use my Golden Universal Tarot. It has Mother Russia on the front. When I was asking Master what cards to use, these were the ones he said for these first couple of questions, and then when we move on to the peace talks, I'll use a second deck. But just a few questions that I want to run through very quickly. Sorry about glancing over here. I have, as I showed you, I have this notebook full of notes, not detailed, just more questions. So I want to ask, did Putin intend to take the entire... Did Putin intend to just take Ukraine in its entirety? I'm getting a yes. I'm getting a yes. However, at the moment, it's under review. Under review. Oh, base of the pack. This old chappie's turning up again. The 5. Abuse of power, lies, winning at any cost. You name it. Oh, and then flicked out the Sun and the Star of Hope. So they're lovely cards to have then flicked out at me about Ukraine. But just very quickly, I know the cards do not do yes/no answers. They sort of tell a bit of a story. So let's have a quick look. Did Putin intend? Was Putin's original intention to take all of Ukraine? Flung out at me. Just keep going. Was Putin's original intention to take all of Ukraine? Right. Yes, that was his plan. He was eyeing it off. That was his original plan that he wanted to bring to fruition. He was wanting his, literally, ships to come in. Yes, it was Putin's original plan. It was to be his legacy. Okay, his legacy, it has resulted in heartbreak and loss. And this is my card for Zelensky. He fluctuates. He is both the King of Wands, but very much the Queen of Wands. A powerful orator, but with the Queen it brings out that compassionate energy, that sense of community that's not in the King. It's all very much about visionary, empowering the people. But the feminine energy is also that inspiring, confident, self-aware, compassionate, community-orientated energy. So, yes, it was his original plan, and his plan was foiled by the people of Ukraine, but the inspirational leadership. So yes, that was his original intention. So has he legitimately changed his goal? So has Putin now, is Putin legitimately, honestly, because can't believe what comes out of his mouth, if his lips are moving, he's generally lying, but tell me, is what Putin's saying now, is he changed his mind about what he wants to? So has Putin now changed his plans? Has Putin now changed his plans in regards to Ukraine? See, if he just wanted to take the contested territories, he wouldn't have wasted so much military equipment and lives on these areas that were not separatist areas. So honestly, that's not the truth, but has his Yes, it has. Yes, it has. This is about celebration. What am I okay, right. Let's have a look at what here. So, the signifier is, yes, he has. This is about the communities coming together. This is about emotional support, relationships, the home and hearth. So this is telling me this is being a 10 and ending. So yes, his change of plan was legitimate. Now the reason being, the oligarchs. The oligarchs have had enough. They're just finding that, and Russia, the economy is tanked in Russia. The oligarchs can't access funds, they can't fund their lifestyle, they cannot buy, the Russian military cannot buy new equipment. It is coming to the surface, it is being revealed that there is no other. This is the path that needs to be taken. It's a difficult path, under a disapproving moonlight, but crawling out of the swamp and taking the path into illumination. So you've got the two dogs there. You've also got the domestic dog and the wolf howling at the moon. So these are guarding the path. One is friendly, one is not friendly. So this is the path he's on. There is something that is going to be revealed about the infighting that is going on, which is causing great anxiety. Putin's having to defend himself. He's finding it extremely burdensome. We then have this, they're fighting amongst themselves. It's extremely burdensome. We've got this guy again, this abuse of power and lies and dishonour, and then we have the hidden agenda. There is a hidden agenda to be revealed. And then we have the new starts, walking away. So that's going to be my next question, this walking away. Is this Putin's off? Are these peace talks going to be Putin's off-ramp? Now, when I get to the peace talks proper, I will swap decks. But at the moment, while I'm talking about Putin, these peace talks that are going on in Turkey, I believe, in Turkey, is Putin going to take, for want of a better word, a way out, a back exit, an off-ramp? You know what I mean. Is he going to be off? Is he going to concede something that he still thinks makes him look powerful, but it's a way out? Is Putin going to... yes. He's going to ride away from this, appearing victorious, on a new journey. 3 guesses who this is. So it's a new journey, so it's a new path, and literally almost this Joker card looks like he is taking an off-ramp. Taking an off-ramp as a harsh truth. He becomes aware, as this devil becomes aware of the harsh truth of reality. And look at these chained here. And I'm wondering whether one of them is Putin, who is actually feeling like he is chained to this devil. And then we have the walking away again. So, yeah, and then the new starts again. A new start, a new plan. Base of the pack is government, reaping what you sow, re-evaluating, but very much reaping what you sow. So I am seeing that, yes, he is going to take these peace talks as an opportunity. Okay, what I want to have a look at now is change decks. So I'm going to use my Light Seers Tarot because these are about the peace talks, which is a much nicer topic to talk about than Putin. I just want to have a quick look. One of the things that Zelensky said that he is prepared to take to the peace talks table is that Ukraine will not join NATO. They will remain a neutral country, but they want a security guarantee, not a memorandum of understanding, because that's what they've had in the past and it obviously didn't work. They want a guarantee that they will be able to be a sovereign country, that they will remain a sovereign country in exchange for not joining NATO, but they are allowed to join they want to join the EU. So let's see, will Zelensky's offer, first of all, will the peace talks be successful, please? Will the peace talks be successful? Peace talks be successful. Okay. I'm really feeling it. Reports have come out that one of the oligarchs, the one that owned the Chelsea FC soccer club, so he's lost big time, and he lived in the UK, so he was sort of negotiating on the behalf of the oligarchs and also Ukraine to find peace. And two of the Ukrainian negotiators were allegedly poisoned. Okay, entertainment purposes only, allegedly poisoned. Apparently they, after being at one of the negotiation talks with some Russians, it hasn't come out who was actually there. They reported that their eyes were burning, their skin started to peel, and they did not feel very well for a few days there. And it is highly suspected that the fact that all three of them came down with these symptoms, that they were actually poisoned. Now, poisoning is a Russian modus operandi. If you cast your mind back, there have been several incidences of those in the Russian hierarchy. What is it? The FSB. Navalny was poisoned. There was another one that was poisoned in the UK after he defected and he died. There have been several incidences, so it is very much a Russian method of disposing of those that they don't want to deal with. Now, when I say Russia, I do not mean the Russian people. I never mean the Russian people. I mean Putin and his enablers and those who are seeking power. Okay, so tell me, will the peace talks, will this round of peace talks be successful? Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me. I'll do an abbreviated Celtic cross for this one. Please tell me, will this round of peace talks be successful? Will this round of peace talks be successful? Will this round of peace talks Sorry that sometimes my shuffles take a bit longer, that they're trying to find the right cards to tell the story. Will this round of peace talks be successful? Right, let's have a look. This is about going back to the past, naivety, right? Let's see what it's crossed by. This is also wishful emotion to grow old in peace. So this, I think, will become my peace card in this deck from now on in. challenged by the Seven of Wands, which is about defending oneself, protecting oneself. Still a lovely card in this deck. Serenity. Very much about serenity, but surrounding oneself with protection. Working together. Circles of support is the base. Sorry about it's a bit bright in this corner today, but this is about circles of support and working together. So yes, they are trying, and with all this purple in this card, this is very much about on a expanded platform. It's not just about money. It's not just about talking. It's the whole spirituality encompassing everything. In the past, the Emperor. So this is Putin, but he is in the past. He's got his chess piece there. He's played his chess, and it's not going particularly successful, and he's having to sit back and reflect on what has actually happened. Crowning the reading, the Three of Wands. Again, this is about a plan coming to fruition, waiting for the right conditions, bringing forth a new plan. So I'm seeing so far that yes, it is, and the immediate outcome is this patience. There is a plan that is in play, and we've got the coming to fruition. Base of the pack, partnership, contracts, the Lovers, difficult decisions to be. It won't be easy. There are difficult decisions that need to be made. There's a lot of passion involved. But so it's the Lovers. It is two coming together in some form of unity. Two of Pentacles, which is juggling, decisions to be made. And again, we then have Zelensky with the Strength card. Yes, no, I won't continue on. Oh, we'll continue on the bottom. We have Ten of Swords, which is an ending as the truth comes to the fore. Seven of Cups, which is choices to be made, illusion and delusion. The Devil. So this is, to me, this is the peace talks. This is actually Putin. What will occur with Putin? And then we have a new beginning. A re-earthing. A re-earthing. Lots of hard work, dreaming big. But we have this downfall. So we've got the Ten of Swords, an ending, walking over the horizon to a new beginning. The Seven of Cups, illusion and delusion, but also having to make a decision. And this is Putin. And we have this new start, a new financial start, but a new nurturing, re-earthing, grounding, working hard, dreaming big start. So I am seeing that this round of peace talks, I am seeing positivity coming out of it. There are still decisions to be made in regards to that. Here we have the Diplomat still at the bottom. Things needed to be brought to the surface and exposed, and then we have a need to nest and recover. Okay, I'm not going to get through nearly as much as I thought I would, so I am getting that yes, the peace talks will be successful, but I will have another look. I was going to ask if Putin is going to forego the contested zones, but that at this stage is very unclear, and I don't think there is any direction on that at the moment. I might just I'll have a quick look. I don't see NATO agreeing to a no-fly zone. I do see the continuing supply of Ukraine. I see Russia being pushed back, bogged down, just literally bogged down. See a tank just sinking into the mud. Just tell me the story. Just tell me the story. I was going to ask about the supply lines, but I'm telling don't bother. I'm about Russia attacking Ukraine's supply lines, but I'm getting to nothing. It's a nothing. It's not going to happen. So just tell me the story. We'll finish up with the story. Tell me the story using my intuition cards. Tell me the story. Tell me the story. I will then have a look on possibly tomorrow about Russian people uprising, change of leadership. How's that going to go? We'll have a look at that tomorrow. But tell me, please, tell me, don't wish ill of anybody. Understanding that the Russian people are not Putin and his enablers. Respecting the bravery of the Ukrainian people, respecting the heartbreak and anguish of the Ukrainian people. Tell me the story, please, about these peace talks. Tell me the story about these peace talks, please. Fate and destiny and hard work. Okay, I'll keep going with this. These are ones that fell out, so I put them on the bottom, but I'll see this first line. Fate and destiny. It'll be hard work. It gets bogged down. It is not written. Nothing is written yet. Nothing is written. It's all quite swampy. Nothing is written. However, the aliens, the alien leader will be out. This ruler by technology, the increase in technology. So this is about the supplying of Ukraine, transformation and bravery. So this is very quickly, this isn't so much, it is actually about the peace talks if I think about it. So the fate and destiny of these peace talks, it's going to be hard work and it's going to get bogged down, it's going to be swampy. Nothing is written as of yet. This is the blank card. However, we have this alien ruler, leader, out via the use of technology. Things are looking up and they will transform via the bravery. Huge bravery. So that was just very quickly on a bit of an outcome on these peace talks. Hard work. It's going to feel like a quagmire at times. But I believe they will be successful. It's about the coming together of families. So just tell me one more, very quickly, one more. About these peace talks. How will these peace talks go between Ukraine and Russia? The question that keeps springing to mind was were they poisoned? I'll just have a quick look at that. Were this Russian oligarch, can't remember his name, didn't write it down, but the one that owned the Chelsea FC, who is trying to negotiate peace on behalf of the oligarchs, siding somewhat with Ukraine, lives, I believe, in London, and the two Ukrainian negotiators, yes, no, were they poisoned? Yes, no, were they poisoned? Sorry, I just have to get this question out of my mind so that I can have a... Very much so. Now, this is not necessarily death, but there was an attempt. Great anxiety, something to be revealed, this infighting again, seedy underbelly, but it failed. There's this, oh goodness me, these cards. There was this hidden agenda that failed. This winning at any cost, lies and deceit, oh, abuse of power. Having to defend oneself, Putin is having to defend himself, the heartbreak, loss, retreat, wounded in battle, and this is the masculine version of Zelensky and his love of his country, his love of his people. But we've also got this loss and heartbreak. There are still 2 cups standing. The citadel is still standing. The bridge is still standing, but there is this ghastly loss. So that's telling me very much so that yes, and then we go on to the anxiety. It is going to be, there is something to be revealed, information that's going to come forward about the infighting and this murky underbelly. This Putin is going to have... It was stopped. They did not fall gravely ill. They did not die. It was Putin's agenda, or someone in the FSB, which is the new KGB. It's the old win at any cost. But this is actually... put them in on the back step, on the back foot. Very much so. So what I'm getting at is, yes, they were poisoned. It did not go to plan, and it has put Russia now in a disadvantaged position in these negotiations, because that ploy has now been exposed. So tell me just a story about the outcome of these peace talks, please. Tell me a little bit about these peace talks. Yeah, just a little bit about these peace talks. I can't believe that they tried to poison them. But anyhow, right, moving on. These peace talks, please. Just tell me a little story about these peace talks. Story about these peace talks. We're up to over. Oh yes, what a beautiful card. Unity divided by the noise. Okay. Technology, abundance, trust. Okay. Contracts is the destiny. Freedom, yes. Working together overseas is the key. The people, the mob, see this as a positive. The ruler, the wealthy rulers, they'll see it as a positive too. Okay, so this is the oligarchs are seeing it as a positive too. This female. Okay, dark clouds, gossip and talk. Okay. So what I'm getting, can you, oops, sorry, didn't mean to deafen you with my whacking the microphone there. So what I'm getting here is this, the communities coming together. I'm wondering if the oligarchs' wives are behind this in regards to their families encouraging this. There will be noise, the unity, it will be divided by some noise. There will be argy-bargy, for want of Australian term, push and shove, but there eventually will be a trust-filled abundance that will come forth. The contracts will be signed. It is the destiny for the freedom working together. On the international scale is the key. The people see this as a full glass. It's not an empty glass, it's not a half-empty glass. It is what the people want. The rule of the wealthy, they're happy with it as well. The feminine. So this is why I'm getting that it's the oligarchs' wives that are encouraging this. It is the females, it is the mothers in Russia that are getting the messages about their sons. It is the feminine energy. And then we have the dark clouds, the gossip. The gossip will grow in regards to now this is my card. It's a little hard to explain just in simple words, but this is my card for greed, indulgence. So the dark clouds and the gossip will grow in regards to the greed and the indulgence of some of the enablers, the male figures and their loyalty. And it will be highly disapproved of, if you want to put it that way. No peace. Wrecking ball. Future. Poverty. Large. Okay, so no peace will mean the destruction of the future, and poverty, huge poverty. It's not telling me that there won't be peace, it's just no peace will mean the destruction of the future and extreme poverty. Strength, past. Okay, the strength in the past will be shattered on the earth stage, and the celebrations will be all go. Base of the pack, entwined, money, fast, divided by illumination, and the home. So this entwining of the money, this fast money, will be lost under the illumination and the comforts of home. Oh, and then yes, so this will stop, and I've got bullseye, as in what I'm saying is correct. So hope you got something out of that. Sorry I went a little bit long today. I don't know that I covered too much ground, but I really wanted to have an intent look at it. So thank you for joining me, and I shall catch you tomorrow. Strength and sanity to you all, love and light to you all. If you can donate, please do. If you can't donate, that's fine. There is no obligation. When I'm saying donate, not to me, I don't do this for financial reasons at all. I'm talking about in regards to the humanitarian aid for Ukraine. I gather there is a zoo in Kyiv where the animals are starving. The kangaroos were rescued. Someone drove in with a van and rescued the kangaroos out, but there are more serious animals that need, if you're talking, I don't know what they have in the zoo there, but if you're talking elephants and lions and stuff, they're not as easy as kangaroos to throw in a van and drive away with. If you can donate either to the humanitarian aid or the animal aid, please do. If you can't, just send your love and light and your heart and your heart-filled protection to the Ukraine, for the people, the animals, the land. So love to you all. Take care, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.